Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain tonight. We gonna let it rain tonight. We gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain tonight. We gonna let it rain tonight. We gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna let it rain.
Hello and welcome back, or welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome on in, and welcome back to everybody that's coming in and joining me for another live today. This is our second one. Look at us doing two in a row. Two in one night. We do 2 in a row all the time. But welcome on in, welcome on in. It's good to see everybody. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tanya, or Titanium Built. It's good to meet you. Just want to take a quick moment to let you know, with the time changing, I think I might change the schedule of the live up a little bit. So just make sure your notifications are on. It'll be, I think, more like 8:15, 8:35, but I'm still debating on exactly what time to do it, because I feel like when the sun goes down sooner, people kind of go to bed sooner. Do they? I don't know. I feel like I do, but I don't know if you guys do. So we'll figure it out. But if you guys are online at that time, I can go ahead and come on a little bit early. But yeah, also, I really want to thank everybody that's supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel through the likes, the sharing, all that stuff. I get a report like every week, and it tells me like how many people shared the videos and how many people liked the videos and all the comments. And I really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for that. Also, thank you for becoming a member whenever you guys can. If you can become a member of the channel, we'd love to have you. We are trying to build our memberships up. So let me put this out here so we can all see the chat. I love that they changed that so we can see it a little bit better on the screen. I was complaining, you know. I was complaining. They didn't, I don't know if they heard me, but but I was. Yeah, I think we'll switch it up a little bit. I feel like yeah, when the sun goes down sooner, my butt's in bed sooner, I feel like. But it's good to see everybody in the chat tonight. Hola, baby girl. You missed the live earlier. We did one over Emmanuel. So actually, after this live, I went ahead and I scheduled the live for tomorrow. Jake Haro is going to be sentenced for Emmanuel Haro's death. They still have not found baby Emmanuel. But there are, I mean, we're heading in the right direction, right? Now, I don't know if he just is pleading guilty and that's it, or if he's like getting a plea deal where he's going to like tell them where where baby Emmanuel is, or he's going to testify against Rebecca. I don't know, because they're married, so he doesn't have to, or the law. If you're married, you don't have to do all that crazy stuff, which is crazy to me. You should still be able to have to, tell if your spouse is being, um, going against the law, especially when it's something to do with a kid, a baby, not just a kid, a baby. So we're going to watch that. But yeah, me too. Deborah, I don't like this dark coming early. I pulled the curtains closed at like 6 o'clock. I was like, what is going on? So it was so weird. It was so weird. So I was going through these earlier. Some of these are going to be detective notes. I don't know who taught them how to write, but one of them I can't read hardly at all. But good thing I could read it somewhat, and it's not super important. It's just them talking about taking the trash out and going through the trash. But we'll start with this one that we were on 663 when we ended last night. And they're going to be talking in the beginning right here about an apartment that they went into. And I believe it might be Jack Showalter. I don't know, though. I have no clue. I really don't. Because I think that they did go into his apartment at one time and test for blood. But I'm not sure exactly who's they're talking about. Hey, Mystery. And hey, King B. I saw you in here last night. I meant to say hi to you. Oh, it makes the depression so much worse. I'm going to put you guys over here on this side. This is so much easier. There we go. I just got to make it to where it'll stay all over here. Oh, cool. That's so much better. But now it's got to catch up. You're okay with earlier? Okay. Me too. I could do that. Shoot. Sorry, it's catching the chat up. Okay, there we go. I was like, man, it was like being really slow there for a minute. Okay. So this is going to be the 18th of November. And I will say, I found this thing on Reddit, and after we're done reading these documents, I'm going to read it to you because I don't know who it is, but they know what they're talking about when it comes to DNA. Like, I went to school for criminal justice and applied science. I learned a lot about DNA, but not like this person knows. I was like very impressed. So we'll go through that. But as of now, we'll go through this. So on 11/18 at approximately 21:17, this is all going to be Pacific Standard. F.S. Hogan arrived at Redacted to assist in the search of an apartment. F.S. Hogan was accompanied by Detective Talbot and Sergeant Van Leuven. Redacted is an apartment building consisting of 2 stories. Apartment 1 is located on the ground level and is a multi-bedroom apartment with 2 bathrooms, a living room, and a kitchen. There is a hallway with a kitchen to the north and a living room area to the north of the kitchen. There is at least 2 bedrooms east of the kitchen. There are 2 bathrooms south of the kitchen, one on the east side of the apartment. The response was limited to the southeast bedroom. So they're going in for one thing, like one bedroom. So F.S. Hogan performed 2 presumptive tests for the presence of blood on the south wall of the entry hallway, marker 1, and on the east wall of the kitchen, marker 2, using toiletine. Positive results indicating the presence of blood were obtained on both stains. Swabs were collected from markers 1 and 2 by F.S. Hogan. Okay. F.S. Hogan cleared the scene, cleared approximately 22:24. All collected swabs were turned over to Detective Talbot on 11/18/22 at approximately 22:41. And then they transferred the digital images. So then they just uploaded the images there. This isn't really important. It's just what they used for the test and, the images and stuff that they took. So now it says other items collected. It says 10 types of other evidence: hair, cigarette butt, paper note, possible face/hand/finger marks, router, and modem. Okay. Now we're going to get down, I think, to their field notes here in a minute. Well, this is the field service, but then we're going to get in their notes. Their notes are crazy. Okay, I don't think this was important. I think I read through this. I did. Okay, so this right here was kind of important. So the King Road info, it says paragraph 1, sentence 1 is missing the top. Oh, no, this isn't right. Okay. In a minute, they're going to go through and they're going to tell us exactly how they wanted these like things, the reports done. Now, can y'all read this? Me neither, but we're going to try. Jenny Ayers, whoever she is, they gotta start like these officers and stuff. They gotta start writing a little better, because if someone gave this to me and was like, type this up for me, I'd be like, what? Like, what does this even say? So it's from Moscow. It says dumpsters worked through, trash cans also worked or like they went through maybe. Per Detective Talbot, second floor bathroom trash. I can't read it, but something, okay, it's just about the bathroom trash. I don't see anything in here. It's like groundbreaking, but I can't even read it really. So I'm sorry. Has anyone read this? I'll give someone a quarter if they could read all this. That's crazy, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna go down. These are the victims. Like this, I can read. Why? What was going on up here? We don't know. But it says photography, presumptive blood test, blood enhancement, foot/tire tracks, latent print processing. Okay. Digital images numbered 3,374 to 5,890. Dang, she took a lot of images, didn't she? Okay. This one's a little better. I don't know if I have anyone here. Oh, briefed by Talbot, but I don't know who this is for. So it says 29 to 30 DNA swabs collected, entry, exit, wearing gloves, no prints, 2 main areas, no real transfer between, photographs done before and during movement of victims before and during movement of victims. Pre/post videos collected, 3D scans, second scene torn apart transfer, maybe due to detective tri-level 2-bed and bath, something CA floor, kitten living middle. Kitten living middle. That's what it says. Middle scene, still look down with officer posted. Talbot showed us sketches of scene and photo from scene, explaining what they did on scene. How many times do we have to say scene? No serious search away from scene. Scene for blood trail, staining chemicals approved by Talbot. Okay. Types of evidence included in search warrant, a little bit of everything. And then this is the Liz Q capture notes. So the Liz Q was the 3D scanner, I believe, that they were using. I'm pretty sure that was what it was. We were reading that in the last batch. Okay, so floor 1, vacant room. They took center of room between bed and white stool. They took floor 1 entry area against base of stairs, center of entryway. Floor 1 bedroom, center of room, corner of bed between bed. I don't know what that says. And door. Floor 1 bathroom between the tub and entry wall. Okay, yeah, this is just going to be all what they, the angles that they had the camera when they took the pictures. I would like to see the 3D scans. Now, not of the victims. You don't have to show me that. I'm good with that. But of the rooms and stuff, I just like to see those kind of things. I used to watch a show they did 3D scans on, and I thought it was really interesting. And my dog's snoring behind me if you hear something. She's She's loud. She's gone though. She's gone. This is 4 of 29. Okay, never mind. So then 11:17. I can't believe how loud she's snoring. Welcome in, everybody. It says 11:17:22. Okay, so booties worn while inside scene. Talbot updated briefing. Dog. So remember how we were talking about this the other night? We were like, I think one of you guys, it might have been Ladybug. I can't remember. Someone said, I thought the dog was on the bed when they got there. And I said, well, I don't know. I just remember the picture of the dog being underneath the desk or whatever. And you guys, everyone agreed. We all saw the dog under the desk. But it says, a dog was on Kaylee's bed. Sliding door gets left open for dog. Now, I don't know which sliding door they're talking about. I don't know if they mean the one upstairs or if they mean the one downstairs. But that wouldn't really make sense to leave the one downstairs open, right? But where would Murphy pee if he was just out on the deck? Right? Like, I don't see them just like letting them go on the deck and go pee. Like, that's weird. You know what I mean? Like, so but I don't know which door they're talking about. So it says provided info on autopsy finding. One victim mentioned a flash of light, broken sensor. I think that's what that says, in the vacant room. So I don't know if that's what they're saying was the flash of light. It says broke tape seal at sliding door at 09:15 to make entry. Numerous items in scene moved during detectives processing, documented as found upon our arrival. And then this is the list Q. The scene photography, TM location, condition, identification. I think this is the identification. House faces north, 3 levels, residential neighborhood, light white. First floor, west bedroom, bathroom, furnished room, east bedroom, stairway to second floor. Second floor, living room, bathroom, west bedroom, east bedroom. Kitchen, storage room under stairs, switch back staircase to third floor, 1 step down from living room to area by east bedroom and staircase. Third floor, west bedroom, east bedroom, bathroom, landing. Okay. Indoor staging area created on the first floor at entry. Tools and supplies brought into that area. Designated trash and that location area not involved and no evidence in area. What about that trash outside? JA contacted Natasha Wheatley. Okay. Regarding any footwear impressions from the scene. Okay. So they're prepared to come and do them if they need to. This is just talking about them, like who came into the scene, that doesn't really have anything to do with the victims or anything. And they marked markers for all of the stains that were swabbed by ISP detectives. Okay. I'm going to try to read this. So this would be Xana's room. Second floor, west bedroom. Everything had been moved by detectives prior to our arrival. Bulk of contents had been moved out of the room into second floor bathroom. In order to place ruler tape on wall, Detective Talbot assisted JA by moving the bed away from the wall. Care was taken to avoid disturbing bloodstains on floor north of bed. So that would have been like if you're looking towards the window, that's the north side. Ruler tape placed by JA to document bloodstain patterns extended down to top of bed baseboard. Initial photography by detectives checked in order to replace furniture as accurately as possible to document bloodstains. Furniture items, bed, nightstand, white shelf returned to their approximate location as found upon detectives' arrival. Trash can was later moved to under desk. All evidence, swabs, They were, it says they were handled by WB. Okay. Back door secured, so door cannot be opened. They put the chairs there, I bet. Sliding glass door, officer to be posted at scene all night. Front door sealed by Talbot. And then they arrive again on 11/18. They break the seal. They take 2 items from outside of residence. They were collected and they were photographed. 3rd floor, east bedroom. This is, I think, Kaylee's room, isn't it? Or is that? It might be Maddie's room. That's Maddie's room, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Bed was moved by detectives prior to our arrival. Bed moved by JA to facilitate placing adhesive scales. Wall hanging on north wall removed in order. Wall hangings on north wall removed in order to place adhesive scales without absorbing blood patterns. Thumbtacks and push pins left in place. 2nd floor bathroom, searched by a couple detectives. Apparent transfer stains located on the floor from items. I don't know if that says something from 2nd floor west bedroom. Removed. Okay, let me read that again. Apparent transfer stains located on the floor from items removed from 2nd floor west bedroom. Okay. These stains were not, I can't read, they're tested. I think that's what, yeah, no other observations of note. Still can't read the handwriting. Kitchen, that has 2 detectives that, examined it. Examined counter around sink and sink item, or sink itself, sorry. So around the sink and the sink, items from the counter and sink removed, and they were placed onto the kitchen table. Remember I told you that brown kitchen table was clear of nothing, had nothing on it. And then the next picture we saw, it had like a bunch of stuff on it. And I said they moved it from the sink over to the table. Because you could tell by the items on the table, there was a cup and the Xana's bag of food and stuff. So west bedroom bloodstains mapped and labeled. So, okay. Says who photographed. East bedroom, floor 3 bloodstains mapped and labeled. TM photographed stains in east bedroom, floor 3. Exterior kitchen window processed, Layton's DNA inside a sliding glass door, tape sealed, and it gives who sealed and what time. They cleared the house. Combine/package evidence. Outer envelopes brief Sergeant Gilbertson as to findings inside house, footwear movement through the house, Layton's. Detective Talbot had been briefed at scene as to progress prior to his departure. Okay. Just making sure there's nothing we need to read there. Okay. Circular stains. This is double life. 2nd floor bedroom. Blood stains. Okay. Circular stains ranging in size from 1 millimeter to 6 millimeter. Some distribution, especially those at baseboard and up. 12-inch. Seam linear. Some distribution does not seem linear. Overall area, 16 inches up from top of baseboard and 12 inches wide. Stain number 34 present in distribution, located between storage shelf and mirror. And then AB, the next one. Primarily circular stains ranging in size from 1 millimeter to 4 millimeter. At least 2 stains that are pointing down. This is gravity. Left of AB stickers, 8 and 10 on scale. Some distribution left on shelves with candles. Seam linear, located between storage shelf and bed. Okay. Linear area, 18 inches and up from the baseboard at low end. primarily circular stains, the next one, ranging in size from less than 1 millimeter to 3 millimeters. Some elliptical stains, some larger stains that are irregularly shaped with some possible smearing and or movement. Stains located above level of bed, mattress top. I don't know. Makes me think like Ethan moved or something. Some distribution seems linear, some is not. Located between storage shelf and bed, an area between top of mattress and floor, mainly circular stains ranging size from less than 1 millimeter to 3 millimeter. Elliptical stains also present, some pointing down, gravity, and some irregular shaped stains. Stain number 31 present in distribution level surface of mattress top. Stain 31 is irregularly shaped and does not contain an even distribution of blood. Several 10 something thin stains. And it says 0.5 millimeter by 10 millimeter. Lower left of stain area where blood appears to have flowed down. Okay, stain 31 is up from the top of the baseboard on top edge of baseboard stain that moves downward from left to right, then flows straight down towards floor. Variety of stains, circular stains ranging in size from less than 1 millimeter to 3 millimeter, elliptical stains, irregularly shaped stains with some possible smearing and or movement. Stains located above top surface of mattress. 2 stains below, add stickers. Our volume of blood that flowed down surface of wall gravity. And then it's continued. 2 stains that appear to be smears or where a bloody object brushed against the wall. Distribution of stains doesn't appear linear. They have more stains. More. Apparent hair included in the stain area. A few small circular stains, numerous elliptical stains pointing downward. This all looks, nothing looks like it's like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, this all looks like it's right. So then it says blood also present on bed frame and bedding. Beds located against the wall, but not. Okay, so bed location was against wall, but was moved prior to our arrival. So exact location of stains on bed in relation to stains on wall is unknown. Along baseboard, numerous small and overlapping stains, which may be from blood dropping into the pool of blood on the floor. And that pool of blood is what we later saw on the outside of the house. So area of stains, 12-inch and up from the baseboards. Okay, let me see if any of these are. No, it's just a bunch of different stains. So here's what they did. They gave us a little map. I used to do these. I used to draw out my bedroom when I was a little kid, and I would like change it around. I feel like this kind of looks like that. So it looks like, okay, this is the door. So this would be like if you walking into Xana's room, and then the closet was right there. Remember, the closet didn't even have a door on it. It was like just that little, but it was kind of like a walk-in in a way. And then they've got, that's probably like maybe the chair, or no, that's that little cart, I think. And then that's her desk, chair, maybe their shelf. And then that, they did have that table. And then the bed was like over here. Okay. Gotcha. Second floor. So then light red stain, light red diluted stain, red irregular stains. It says diluted. I don't know. Diluted with what? Okay, these are just stains. I went through these earlier. I always like to read and double check just to make sure I don't miss anything. But they're all just like there was so much blood in that house. If you look at these reports, like underneath the shelves, I mean, just everywhere on the bed, on the floor, on the walls. Okay, so then this is Maddie's room, it looks like. So, yeah, so you walk in this way, then her bed was against that wall. Then she had that little nightstand in her closet, and then I don't know what this is, like maybe a window, but this was her, she had like a vanity desk looking thing and then a little chair. Second floor windows. I wonder if this is how they found it. I'm assuming this is. Is my cat hold on one second. Is that my hold on. Okay, that was weird. I thought it was the cat. I was like, is that my cat? But it wasn't. I think it was like the door just kind of like slowly moving because I forgot I had this window open. Like it's not like wide open, it's just a little open. So I can breathe. I did because I was blowing my nose so much last night and like my eyes watering. So second floor windows, living room north wall was unlocked. The west bedroom was unlocked. The east bedroom locked. Kitchen and the other kitchen unlocked. The south wall and the west wall. Third floor windows, hallway, north wall locked. West bedroom AC unit in place, nothing above it to block open space, blinds down to top of the AC unit. West bedroom sliding glass door unlocked. Evidence tape broken at 1556 to check. Bathroom, north wall unlocked. I hate, why did they even put a window in a bathroom? That's weird to me. I've never had a window in my bathroom though, so maybe it's normal to some people, but that is just weird to me. I would be so. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't really care if people see inside because I don't shut the blinds half the time anyway. But like, I don't know, just something about the bathroom. East bedroom, south wall was unlocked. They removed the router. First floor windows. West bedroom, east bedroom. Or wait, west bedroom, north wall was unlocked. East bedroom was locked. Okay. These are just the blood stains that we were just going over. I was just looking through to make sure none of it is. It's just talking about like the transfer of blood. It's not like. It's a lot of stuff that they tested though. It's a lot. Okay, I was like, what does that mean? It's a marker or identifier for it. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Oh, they had to make another chart. Look at this. Wow. Oh, that's sad. So this is talking about potential hair. potential hair, cigarette butt, paper note, potential hair, face markers, hand marker, possible fingerprint marker or finger marker, router and modem. Okay. This is when they did the hand on the window, I believe. Yeah, the glass. Okay, so Amino Black processing. It says Amino Black West bedroom, floor 2 and hallway leading to door. Approximate from doorway to metal panel on hallway floor. Photographed. 33 photographed additional potential footwear impressions. A diamond pattern not photographed due to previous discussion of officer footprints. Okay, well, people, back it up, DNA people, crime scene people, everybody that went in there, they had the same footprint. They had the same shoe. Officers are supposed to wear the same shoe. That's why when they go into scenes, they can be like, no, these are my prints. This is the killer's prints. So why would you not discuss with them what shoes were you not wearing the right shoes? Were you wearing some Vans? Were you kicking it in some Vans in your police uniform today? I don't know. That's weird. Because it not photographed due to previous discussion of officer like you can't get those photographs back. Take the photographs. I always thought it was the butt of the knife that got Kaylee's face. I don't know. Could be. And the reason why like a lot of the blood was contained to the bedrooms is because they bled from the inside out. They bled from the wounds that they received, but they bled because they were stabbed in their liver and in their lungs and they couldn't breathe. They were choking on their own blood. I mean, that's as real as it gets. It's so sad. Amino Black floor 3, because even when we read the stuff about the autopsy stuff, like the little bit that we read, that's what it was saying. East bedroom threshold and doorknob, inner and outer. Half wall railing between floors 2 and 3. Threshold of east bedroom, floor 2 photographed. Threshold of kitchen sliding door inside. Looks like, let's just say jam maybe of sliding door. Interior hand and surrounding area, exterior handle and surrounding area photographed. Okay. They're just talking about what they photographed. Leslie Learman, redacted, en route to property from 1122 King, accompanied by ISP. Okay. Dark gray Toyota Prius, redacted consent search. Who has the Prius? Who has the Prius? Car has Lyft and Uber stickers inside front windshield, as well as Vandal Gold University of Idaho. Redacted. Kay Hogan took overall pic photos of the car, interior, VIN number on outside or VIN number on inside of driver's door and interior of car. Who gave them permission to do this? I mean, is this someone's car and they're like, yeah, you can check it? Because I mean, if not, this is bad. It says that they examined the trunk compartment and examined a black beanie with white animal hair. No staining observed. So one of them examined the papers and objects in center console. Pager, I don't know that paper with I can't say pager. Paper with list of students' names found, photographed by Kay Hogan. 2 passenger glove boxes examined. Nothing of note. Black glove with something fuzzy lining between driver's seat and floor. No staining observed, photographed by Hogan. They checked out something in the trunk area. Oh, maybe a towel. No staining observed. The consoles, like they looked at everything. No stains observed. Okay, so no stains observed in the Prius. Receive consent to search. Okay, there. That's where it says. I was like, who's letting them do this? This is what I read earlier about the apartment. This is what. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Detective Talbot recalled information that there is a video of a car leaving the scene at 1122 King Road the night of the homicides occurred. There is confirmed tire marks still present at the scene. A photo of the marks was sent to forensic scientist and whatever their last name is, a tire marker expert, and site indicated most. Why are they doing this to me? Probative area to photograph for exclusions purposes. I don't know. And cast characteristics. Okay. Y'all need to learn how to write. I mean, I probably wouldn't be much better though. I wouldn't be much better. My handwriting's terrible. Like, it is bad. It's pretty bad. I do like half cursive, half regular. I don't know why I do that. It says, are the notes pages initialed by all responders? Yes. Okay. Do the services personal times entered in the matrix accurately reflect the work? Yeah. Okay. They're all going to say yes. They're all going to be good because they're not going to do that to themselves. So then this is conclusions, interpretations of, I guess we're going to have to read through. Latent print L5 was previously entered and searched through the multimodal biometric identification system. 10 print databases maintained by the state of Idaho, the Western Identification Network, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the California Department of Justice, where no likely candidates were generated. Latent L5 was previously searched against the WIN unsolved latent databases where no association was made with registered latent prints from any other case. See the latent print report issued on 11/28/2022. So who's latent print? Coburger, is this your latent print, but you just wasn't in the system? Latent L5 was searched against the unsolved latent file maintained by the FBI. No association was made with registered latent prints from any other case. Latent print L5 was forwarded to the Department of Homeland Security, Biometric Support Center, okay, for database searching. Latent print L5 was forwarded to the Department of Defense, Forensic Science Center for database searching. Latent print L5 was forwarded to the California Department of Justice for additional database searching. Okay. L5 was previously marked and preserved. Digital images used for analysis and/or comparison are being retained by ISP Forensic Services. That's good, Laura. Your kid, yeah, people should know how to do cursive imprint. They took cursive out of school for a little bit. How are people going to sign their name? We learned cursive in like kindergarten or something, or first grade. I can't remember. I was probably like first grade, first or second, but it was like the whole year we pretty much just spent on cursive. We learned it though. I remember. So latent print examination report. So this is it. Okay. L5, latent print from interior of slider door handle developed with amino black. Oh, you son of a gun. I bet it was your print, Coburger. They never said it was, but maybe there wasn't enough to compare it because there wasn't enough ridge detail on all the other ones to compare. The ones on like the window and stuff. So if an identification made in the future, office will be notified. Well, I want to be notified too. This was dated 11/30. Okay, the latent prints of APHIS quality were searched against ABIS with negative results. So the person's not in the system, I guess. That's what that tells me. ALPS case submission form. Okay. FedEx, something from FedEx. This is just the paper that came with it, I think. Okay, let's go down here. Oh, what is this? Redacted. Date evidence accepted from 11/16 to 12/5. So swabs of inside surface on blade portion of knife sheath, submitted swab from above stairwell, submitted swab from upper floor banister, submitted swab of face mark on outside of south kitchen window, submitted swab of hand marks, finger marks on the kitchen window, submitted swab of stain on bottom of handrail, submitted swab of stain on edge of half wall, DNA extracts from items 23, 24, 29.1, 29.2, 29.3, 30, and 31.1. Submitted swab from south entry hallway at redacted apartment 1. Submitted swab from west kitchen wall at redacted apartment 1. Submitted swabs from agency item 264 from scene, 261 from scene. Swab of stain on palm of glove under pointer finger. Swab of stain on palm of glove under pinky finger. Swab of stain on ring finger of glove. Swabs from inside the glove. And then reference oral swabs from all of these people and DNA swabs. So, I mean, they were testing it against other people. See, like these people are not it says are not the source of the unknown male DNA. You are not the father. Now, I would love to see these names just so that people could be like, oh, they're not the source of that DNA, that blood that was on the wall. Like, just because people be going after them all the time. And then it says they're all excluded. Those people are excluded. Okay. So these are inconclusive. Okay. The DNA profile obtained from item 23 indicates a mixture of DNA with a major profile, which matches that previously obtained from the known reference sample of Kaylee Gonzalez. Item 23 did he give us that? Nope. Wait, item 23, submitted swab from above stairwell. So everybody, stairwell, blood, mark it off your damn list. It's Kaylee's. Assuming a 2-person mixture, this DNA profile is at least 723 septillion times more likely to be seen if it were the result of a mixture of DNA from Kaylee Gonzalez and an unrelated, randomly selected individual than if it was a result from 2 unrelated individuals randomly selected from the general population. Maddie Mogan is a potential contributor to the minor component of this mixture. Assuming a 2-person mixture, this DNA profile is at least 114 septillion times more likely to be seen if it were the result of a mixture of DNA from Maddie Mogan and an unrelated randomly selected individual than it resulted from 2 unrelated individuals randomly selected from the general population. Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, redacted, are excluded as contributors to this mixture. All these people too. The DNA profile obtained from item 24 matches that previously obtained from the known reference sample of Maddie Mogan. This DNA profile is at least 25.6 octillion, we know that word, times more likely to be seen if Maddie is the source than someone else. The DNA obtained from item 30 indicates a mixture of DNA with a major profile, which was determined to be from an unknown male. Assuming a 3-person mixture, 2 additional unknown individuals are potential contributors to the minor profile. Due to the low-level results and limited data, no conclusions can be made regarding the minor contributors. Ethan Chapin and all these people are not the source of the major male DNA profile from this item. Okay. And then the DNA obtained from item 31.1 indicates a mixture of DNA with major profile, which matches that previously obtained from the known reference sample of Ethan Chapin. Assuming a two-person mixture, it is 968 octillion times more likely to be seen if it was a result of a mixture of DNA from Ethan Chapin and an unrelated randomly selected individual. Okay, and it says they are not the source of the DNA. Okay, reference sample. It says, hold on. Why does it say John Showalter? Look, John Showalter has his name right here in the damn document. They didn't redact it. Guess you can't get them all. But I'm assuming that this is going to be his name. So the DNA profiles obtained from items 38 and 39 match that previously obtained from the known reference sample. And those were the ones from his house. So it was his blood. So, yeah. But it does show his name. What duckies are? No. Other than duckies like that are outside. Little ducks. Okay, so then item 40.4. Same unknown male DNA from item 41.1. So then the DNA profile obtained from item 1.5 indicates a mixture of DNA from two individuals. It says low levels and limited data, no comparisons can be made. Due to insufficient quantity or degradation, only a partial DNA profile consisting of two allies was obtained from item 40.2. Due to the low level results and limited data, no conclusions can be made. That's what all of these are saying. The major unknown male DNA profile obtained from item 30. The unknown male DNA profile obtained from item 37.1 and the partial unknown male DNA profile obtained from item 40.1 are not eligible for entry into the combined DNA index system. Okay. I don't know how they could say they were consumed during testing. Can they do that? Because then how's the defense use those to do their own testing, you know? Okay, so this is just the mixtures, what they used for the extraction of the DNA. We might get a little dizzy. Okay, that's at 6 to 7, so that should be okay. Well, never mind, we got more. I didn't think that there was this many right here. And then I don't know what sample name, I don't know what is redacted there, but something is in here, in here, in here, and here. These are probably all the people that they tested that it ended up not being a match to them, right? So they want to redact their names. I understand that. If I was these guys, though, like, I don't know, some of them, I would be like, don't redact my name. I want everyone to know that I didn't do it. Like, because they have, some of these people have went through a lot, you know, they've really been, you know, like they've been put through the ringer. A lot of people have. I should have grabbed the next page that we needed. Sorry about that, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing if Jake Haro talks about baby Emmanuel tomorrow and says anything because they'll ask him, do you want to say anything before sentencing? I hope he says, yeah, I want you guys to tell you guys where he's at or something. Or he already did. Okay. This is all redacted, so we're not missing nothing here. I don't really usually like using this because then I feel like I'm going to miss something. And this is just like the reports, like that, like that the CSI DNA, like the DNA labs we're using. But there are more pictures and there's a lot more other things to look at. Because I looked through all of these pages like 3 times the other night. Well, then 4 yesterday. So, okay. This is the book bag that they tested. They wanted DNA, I think, off of it. They wanted to find out whose it was. DNA and something else. So it's just showing you where they tested, the items that they swabbed. They're going to swab, of course, where people are going to touch the bag the most, to unzip it, to put it on their shoulder, things of that nature. Carry it by the handle. And then that was the gum in the wrapper that they were talking about. They took this random beer can. I mean, I don't know. They probably had a million in that house, but this is the one that they took. And we read through all of these. These are just, did you perform it right? Did you do everything right? Yeah. Okay, so look at this. Case names. That's a lot of names. It's a lot. So then Keystone Light Can, 66, item 66 through 69. They were processed for latent prints. Items 66 through 69, latent prints were observed or developed. And this says results will follow in a separate report. So 33 latent prints were marked and preserved. Digital images are being retained by ISP Forensic Services. 18 latent lift cards were generated and retained in an impression evidence packet. I'm sure this is probably people that like go to the house to drink. But if you get 30 prints off a can of beer, how many times are you picking up that beer to drink it? You're lightweight. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So this is just this is the cans that they were testing. It's going to be redacted. I'm sure whoever's it is. Unless it's one of the victims, then they might not redact that. Pictures of the cans, just where they were testing. I mean, like, they tested a lot of the spots. Why does this can look so old? Look at that thing. It looks beat up. Oh, it's because they put fingerprints. Never mind. Sorry, guys. It took me a minute for that to register. See it? Like the fingerprint stuff that they put on it. I was like, dang, did they pick the oldest can in the world? I'll also let you guys know we will be watching an interview that Steve and Christy did tomorrow. They didn't find out about these documents before ahead of time, which I told you guys last night. I didn't think they did. But I found out about these documents 2 or 3 nights ago. And now I feel like I wish I would have reached out to I don't know, Olivia, and been like, hey, these are coming out. I don't know. I feel guilty, even though it's not my fault, but I feel bad that these family members aren't getting these documents before we are. They're not being told anything before they should know the whole case. They should have been sat down and told everything. And if they had any questions, let them ask them, right? And then go back to them. Maybe around now, or maybe a couple weeks ago, or a couple months afterwards, and be like, is there any questions you guys have? Because sometimes people don't know they have a question until later, right? And then they're like, oh crap, I should have asked that. I guess that's what victim services and advocates are supposed to be doing, but they're not, obviously. So this is the sketch of the beer can. It's a beautiful sketch. Guess they don't have to be, good at sketching, but I think that's kind of funny. We're already on over 1,000 pages. We're on 1,100. Look at us doing good. Same as before. Okay. So this is the stuff that they took from Koberger's parents' house. Why does it say date evidence accepted, though? 12 28. Oh, because this is the stuff from the trash pool. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is the stuff from the trash pool. So they arrested him a couple of days after the trash pool. I wasn't thinking like I was thinking that they got the stuff from his house, but this was stuff. I mean, it was from his house, but it was from the trash. So they took 2 Band-Aids and 2 paper peels, cutting from 1 Band-Aid. That's what they did. Okay, so black straw, 2 pink earplugs, 5 lollipop sticks. Yeah, someone likes their lollipops. Okay, these are all the lollipops. So nail clippers, 8 earplugs, used napkins, 6 green CVS flossers, 3 Q-tip style swabs, Dunkin' Donut cup and lid, orange and pink straw, flossers again, and Q-tips. Oh, more. Lollipop stick. Who the hell's eating all the lollipops? Popsicle sticks. Oh yeah, remember? Oh, that was item 94, not 94 popsicle sticks. Remember? Didn't I read something crazy last night? Something about popsicle sticks, and it was like so many. I think I might have read like this number and like this, and didn't see the 2 dots. If I did do that last night, I'm sorry. I'm blind in one eye. Give me a break. I'm blaming it on that. 11 water bottles and 4 caps. Where's the rest of the caps? Bowl and basket water bottle. Okay, with cap. Swaba bowl. Okay. Crumbled bowl and basket water bottles. Poland Springs water bottle. Well, they're definitely getting their water. 4 loose caps. There's the rest of the caps. Okay. Results from presumptive chemical test performed on item 83 indicated the presence of blood. What was 83? 83 was the nail clippers. Okay. Why you be doing that? It could have been leftover from Halloween. I was thinking that too. But I ain't gonna lie, if I could eat lollipops, I'd eat them. They break my teeth though. Anything breaks my teeth. Can't have nothing. Can't have nothing nice. You know what I would do for a Jolly Rancher? No, I wouldn't do anything. That breaks my teeth. Those break my teeth every time. It's like eating rocks. I can just put a bunch of rocks in my mouth. So these were forwarded to the DNA for analysis. Okay. Are they going to show us the pictures? Because there are pictures of these Q-tips, and I'm sorry, but if I had to see them, y'all got to see them sometime too. I don't know if they're right here or not, but I don't think we looked at them yesterday. This is just them putting the stuff in that I just told you. Okay, yeah. So there's the Band-Aids. I don't want to know. I'm just going to keep going. There ain't much that grosses me out. Actually, there is. I lied. I lied. Everything grosses me out. I think so anyway. But it actually, you know what? The one thing is that doesn't gross me out is like seeing like if someone were like in need. You know what I mean? Like that is something that I wouldn't like cringe from. But some of the stuff I'll cringe from. Like the straw doesn't really bother me, but the Q-tips bother me. Mr. Koberger. Michael, I'm talking to you. Were these yours? I think these are the Q-tips that were, used. So there's the pink earplugs. They were just trying, with that trash pull to get anything to, Oh my gosh. Are those Starburst suckers? Okay. I love me some Starburst. I ain't gonna lie. I just had a bunch, but I ate them all. The rest are in my nightstand. I ain't gonna lie. Now those I'll eat. But are these Starburst? Did Starburst come out with suckers at one point? Oh, it says that Starburst pops. Oh, I'd be eating them too. Like, Michael, is that your hair on one of them? You probably threw it away and that's how it got on there. Okay, never mind. Now these nail clippers. I'm glad they were in the trash. They needed to be put in the trash. I don't know what this yellow stuff is all up in here, but I don't know. And then we got the flossers, which those are some dirty looking flossers. But I mean, that's why they're trash. Okay, and then here's the Q-tips. This is what put Brian Koberger away, in my opinion. This was sealed the deal for him. Octillions. Did he not ever clean his ears? Ever a day in his ever life, ever? Oh, really? They still make them? Oh, man, I might have to get some of those. He needs to, oh my God. Sir. I wonder how he feels about the whole internet talking about his Q-tips. Then here's his cup. Life is sweeter with friends. I bet it is. And then the straw. That one looks like one you get from your house, kind of. But I don't know. Maybe it's a Dunkin'. I don't know. I've never seen those colors before. Look at all these water bottles. They be drinking their water. What's bowl and basket? That must be a store in Pennsylvania. A ShopRite brand. Yep. I think Brian kept all his water bottles in his car. Because remember, there was a bunch of water bottles in his car too. So this is them just saying what they took cuttings of, and that was the stuff we just went through, all the pictures. Okay. Okay, so the DNA analysis employing, the PCR was used to generate a short tandem repeat profile from items, and it gives the items number. The DNA profile obtained from item 87.1 was determined to be from an unknown male. Okay, so it's 87.1. Cutting from the Q-tip. Okay. Male E. Male E is not the source of DNA previously obtained from item 1.1. Okay. That's the sheath, I'm pretty sure. Based upon evaluation of the DNA profile obtained from item 87.1, male E, and that previously obtained from item 1.1, male A, male E cannot be excluded as being the biological father of male A. Bum, bum, bum. The single parentage index for the Loki examined is 19,070,000. Okay, at least 99.9998% of the male population would be expected to be excluded from the possibility of being the biological father of male A. The DNA profile obtained from item 89.1 was 89.1. Same thing? Nope. 89. Yeah, 89.1 was the swab of orange and pink straw. Now I gotta go back down. Okay. Was determined to be a mixture of two individuals with a major female profile. This profile was not used for comparison, so maybe the mom and the dad. The partial DNA profile obtained from item 93.1 is consistent with male E. The DNA profile obtained from item 95.9.1 was determined to be a mixture of two individuals with a major male profile. Okay, so couldn't get it off of that. Low level of male DNA was detected, but had high level of female DNA. No male DNA detected. No DNA detected on that item. Yeah, it was that Q-tip that got you. Damn, wouldn't that be something? And a lot of the, so to get to Michael Koberger, they had to go through other people. They didn't just land on him. They didn't get that lucky. You know what I mean? I think they had to they found someone in the database and then they had to work back. So it could have been, Michael Koberger's third cousin or something that he's never talked to a day in his life. But hey, he decided to get on Ancestry or whatever, .com or whatever, whichever it was, put his information in and was Wouldn't that be something? The cops just show up at your house and you're like, damn, I did do that, but I didn't know I was going to be caught. Well, your Google searches will always give it away in the end, too. We always get good Google searches about something. We didn't get any real good Google. We didn't get nothing. We just got Amazon. I mean, I guess we did get some stuff. He was looking at stuff, but not compared to other people that put in Google, how do you kill someone? Or how do you get away with murder? We've seen people do that. Dummies. Like Rex Uerman, he even had a whole little list just at his house. Whenever you go to bust him, there it is. I know there's more in here, so we're going to keep looking for a minute. What time is it? Okay. Oh, now we're going back to the house. So we're back on King Road. Forensic Controlled Substance Analysis Report. Okay, so it says it was Adderall. Ziploc bag with trace of blue powder, amphetamine. Sorry, couldn't say it. Controlled 2, class 2. So that's what was what was the blue. Why snort that? I mean, why don't we just take it? I guess I can understand. I mean, I guess I understand why you snort. I mean, I understand why you do it, but kids will be kids. I mean, people, do things and that's what they do. Okay. That's just how they controlled the test. Okay. These are just the charts. I remember when I was in college, the amount of writing and the exams that you would have, like, I don't know. I was always like, are we ever going to play with the crime scene kit we got? Because we got like the coolest kit ever to play with, like for college. I said play with, but learn from, and we never really used them. So digital images of L5, which was the latent print, and L6 from King Road. They're examined for comparable ridge detail. It says there are a value for comparison, but it's not suitable for MBIS, and latent print 5 was previously searched through MBIS where no likely candidates were generated. All right here. So excluded. And I don't know what INCL means. Not excluded, inconclusive. That's what that means. Inconclusive. So I think L6 was the one on no, L5 was the one on the door, I think. So the Dickies he purchased, I thought it would be like the zip up Dickies. I rode on that. I rode that train all the way until the paperwork came out, the documents. And in one of the documents, it shows the Dickies tag. It shows the receipt and everything. And I matched up the SKU number to the receipt from the Dickies tag. And it was actually a $12.99 beanie that he bought. So it was a hat, like a beanie, like a winter hat. I was mad about that. But I do like to show the old man wearing the Dickies. I still think that's what he was wearing. I still think that's what he was wearing. I do. So, or something like it. I mean, I went to Lowe's one day and they had the whole, like, if you're going to paint your house, they had the whole like chemical suit with like the mask, with like and which I know he wasn't wearing a mask, but I'm just saying, like, with the mask, with the gloves, with the booties, all on the end cap. I think I took a picture of it because I was like, this is like Brian Koberger's dream. It was a couple years ago. Okay, so name on card, latent print. This is for Brian. Finger, medium. Okay. Brian 3, search for Koberger Brian, searched multiple ways, finally found a date of birth online and was able to pull up a record. Okay. Why is this redacted? That's nothing. Happened. There we go. My chat went away for a minute. Oh, this is the stuff that the zippers on the backpack, and some oral swabs. Excluded. Inconclusive. That's for his dad. Not the source. Male E is not the source. Okay. The partial DNA profile previously obtained from item 40.4 indicates a mixture of DNA with a major profile. Assuming a two-person mixture, male E is not the source of the major male DNA profile from this item. Due to the low-level results and limited data, okay, no conclusions can be made regarding the minor contributor. No DNA testing was performed on items 57 through 65, and then all these. I don't know why. Did they get a hit and they were like, let's go? I don't know. I would hope not. I would hope that's not what they did. This is all redacted. Let's see. Okay. This is as a suspect, Brian Koberger. This is 11/30, or that's date of the offense. Doesn't say. On January 5th, 2023, at approximately 13:51, forensic scientist Tara Martinez and I arrived at the Latah County Jail, located, gives the address, to assist with collection of photographs, buccal swabs, friction ridge exemplars, and hair samples from one subject, Brian Koberger. We were accompanied by Gideon Roberts and Travis Shirley with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Also present were Ann Taylor and associates, as well as the Latah County Jail personnel. Has anybody ever been arrested and before they're even getting their fingerprints taken, their lawyer is sitting there with them? I never been arrested, but just thinking. That just seems like she was running there. FS Martinez photographed Brian Koberger's person for overall identification and condition, so no one can say that Ann was not there when they arrested him. They took him in for at least the swabs and stuff. FS Martinez collected 2 simultaneous buccal swabs from the mouth of Brian Koberger. FS Martinez and I collected friction ridge exemplars, of the fingers and palms of Brian Koberger. They collected plucked hair samples from 4 areas of the head and arms. Ooh. One from the front of the head, the back of the head, the right arm, and the left arm. Ooh, the arms would hurt. I don't know. They probably didn't hurt that bad, but I'm over here thinking about them plucking my arm hairs. I wonder why they did that. Maybe because the hairs they found inside, mixed in with the blood. So then they cleared the Latah County Jail. And then all items were, given to Tim. Small Ridge. I hope it did hurt him. I hope it hurt real bad, Brian. Okay, so this is just them. They're writing out what they collected off of Brian. Okay, this is collected item there. So en route to Lewiston, arrived in Lewiston. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . A 10 Moscow PD brief. This sounds like this looks like someone's notes. 10 teams meeting. Just took overall pictures, buccal swabs. And this is when they submitted all the swabs from the house from 1122 and from, it looks like, Brian Koberger's house and vehicle. Okay, so what's this saying? 72 through 78, and then 101, 102, 103, and 104 indicated the presence of blood. The stairwell. Okay, from the house. Okay. And from Brian Koberger's mattress and his pillow. Item 99 was microscopically examined and determined to be hair with root, which is likely insufficient for nuclear DNA analysis. Why? It had it with a root. That's weird. Item 108 was examined only for the purpose of sampling for DNA analysis. Trace evidence was collected from item 105, but was not examined at this time. And these have all been forwarded for DNA analysis. Okay. We're going down. These are all just the papers I was telling you about. Okay, this is a hair. Item 99. I don't even know what this is. Is that like a piece of gauze with like, oh, yeah, that's what that looks like. Okay, that's gross. This is his bed cover. Koberger's, it looks like. Because remember, they did find a little bit of blood on his mattress protector, which I mean could be a nosebleed. Which, speaking of noses, I'm gonna blow mine really quick. Okay. All righty. What else we got here? We'll read for a few more minutes and then we'll finish it tomorrow. So this is all the stains from Brian's. That's is that his car seat? Looks like it. Sure looks like it. They said we just gonna take the whole seat out. Wow. That's so little. That got some good eyes. Testing places that you wouldn't think. What is all this sweat and stuff that's just soaked through over time? Don't even tell me that. I'll be ripping my own seats out. Don't tell me that. Oh, geez. I'm going to be shampooing tomorrow. Yeah, and there's a bathroom in the hallway. Yep. It had a washer and dryer in there as well. The door right before you get to Xana's. We actually used to have it was a 3D demo thing where we could walk through the house, we could turn the lights off, we could do all this really neat things because I mean to show you guys how the layout of the house was. But that person, whoever did that awesome freaking 3D model for us, they took it off the 360 orbit or whatever it was called. Orbit 360, and I'm so sad about that because now it just says like it's no longer available, and I'm like, but if you go back on like some of my videos, we did it like my video on what I think happened that night, which was like, it's like an old video. I know I went through that house with that on that app. So this is the stuff from the car. This is the seatbelt thing. I'm pretty sure that's what that looks like. I think that's what that is. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know for sure. Like the seatbelt, is that the seatbelt boot? I've never seen a seatbelt out of its holder before. Well, I lied. I think I've seen it once, but no likely candidates were generated, like latent prints. Latent print analysis and comparison was discontinued at the request of the submitting agency. If additional analysis or comparison is needed, please contact the laboratory. Did they just say, okay, did they just say, oh, hey, well, we stopped because we found Brian Koberger, or what? Did you test all his shoes? I don't know. That's just kind of weird. Latent prints were marked and preserved. Items 66, 68, and 69 were returned to the submitting agency. What were those? 66, 68, 69. Where's that list? I'm gonna go back up here and look. If it's in this list that we were just reading over. It might not have been. I thought it was just like right up here. Maybe not. Oops. Oh, it started at 72. Okay. I think we're on like, I don't know. I think it was 4.8, like 12:48, something around there. Okay, here we were. Okay. Redacted. Now we're back to the Keystone can. Redacted. Keystone can again. Don't know why they're showing us this can again. I'm trying to get it like on a good spot. So they got 52 through 56 was one latent lift cards. No ridge detail present. Oh. What? One latent lift card to me sounds like you took fingerprints and you put them on a lift card. But then it says there latent lift cards were examined for comparable ridge detail. No ridge detail present. Why wouldn't you make sure there was ridge detail present on the lift cards? I'm confused on that. That's confusing too. Yeah, like lab. Look, one latent lift card. Put it in the Manila envelope. Manila envelope. Another latent lift card. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was 5 latent lift cards. Fingerprints that were redacted. Okay. Let me see how. Okay. So this says on 12/30/22 at approximately 07:05, forensic scientist Haley Ewing, Jenny Ayers, and I responded to, and it's I don't know, redacted, Pullman, Washington, to assist in a homicide investigation. I think it's Bryant's house, maybe. Jeffrey Talbot with the Idaho State Police District and Dustin Blaker with Moscow Police Department arrived to the residence with us. Deputy Chief Don Daniels with Washington State University Police Department was present upon our arrival. The scene was not secured at this time. The temperature was approximately 33 degrees Fahrenheit and the weather was snowy and wet. Redacted is a beige six-plex apartment building with a maroon brown color redacted on the exterior. Apartment redacted is on the second floor on the east side of the building. The second floor staircase is flush with the surrounding sidewalk and has a single flight of stairs going up. The entryway to apartment Brian's is directly east of the staircase. The interior of the apartment was well kept and sparsely furnished. There were 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom with a separate water closet, a living room, and kitchen. The entryway door enters to the living room. The living room was furnished with a 2-seat sofa on the east wall. There was a coffee table and a rug in front of the sofa. On the west wall, there was a television stand with a television and various books on the interior shelving. In the southeast corner of the living room, there was a disconnected air conditioning type unit. The south wall of the living room has a door that opens to the exterior patio. To the north of the television stand, there was a table with a lamp powered off. On the north wall of the living room, there was a closet. East of the closet on the north side of the apartment are 2 bedrooms. 1 on the west side, 1 on the east side. The northwest bedroom was unfurnished and was locked prior to entry. There are 2 empty 2-door closets located on the west wall. The door to the northeast bedroom is in the northwest corner of the room. Along the west wall, there was a table that contains a computer tower and electronics. A bed was against the north wall. The east wall contains 2 2-door closets. To the south of the closet, there was a stool with folded white towels, a small white trash bin, and a white laundry basket. The bathroom is located to the south of the northeast bedroom. The kitchen is located to the south of the bathroom. There was a fridge in the northwest corner of the kitchen. To the east of the fridge is a sink. The stove and oven was on the east wall. There were various kitchen appliances on the counter, including a dish rack, an electric can opener. Can't even open your own cans. A microwave, coffee makers, and a bean grinder. He likes his coffee. The kitchen cabinets contain various food items, dishes, cooking utensils, pots, and pans. On the south wall of the kitchen, there was a table with a shelving and 1 stool. Yeah. The other stool was in front of his computer desk. I photographed the exterior and interior of the apartment for overall location, identification, and condition. Okay. And then, they took the Liz Q imaging system up in his apartment. Okay. So they tested 51 areas for blood. The only thing that came back that was blood was like I said, the pillowcase, the uncased pillow, and the bed cover, the mattress protector. I collected 11 items from the apartment. I collected 5 items from the north wall closet, 1 nitrile type black colored glove, 1 Walmart receipt with 1 Dickies tag, 2 Marshall's receipts, 1 dust canister from Bissell Power Force vacuum, 8 possible hair strands from the head of the Lidman broom. I collected 1 Fire TV stick with cord and plug from the living room television. I collected 1 possible hair strand from the east wall in the bathroom and 1 possible strand inside the shower drain in the bathroom. I collected 3 items from the northeast bedroom, 1 possible animal hair strand, 1 possible hair strand from the computer pad in the northeast bedroom, and 1 possible hair strand from the pillow in the northeast bedroom. Okay. They all FS Airs collected 1 computer tower in the northeast bedroom. Then they cleared the scene. On 12:30 at approximately 21:16, forensic scientist responded to Pullman, Washington to assist. This is the field notes. With the homicide investigation, and then just the scene was secured by Tim Snell. Okay. This is when they went to his work. WSU Brian has 4 desks. There were also a filing cabinet and shelving. I took photographs of overall location, identification, and condition. No items were collected or tested because he didn't have nothing. Didn't have nothing there. Who wrote this? Jenny Ayers. Jenny, well, how did your handwriting get so much better? Where was this when we first started reading these? I can read this. Search warrants to be executed at suspect's apartment and office looking for blood trace, knife, anything else to tie the suspect to scene and or victims. Will coordinate with Washington agency. Okay, that was easy enough. Suspect to be arrested at 0200 Eastern Standard Time. Soft entry into suspect's apartment. Oh, okay. Photo and Liz Q with prosecutor will do walkthrough. Apartment is on second floor, consists of 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, kitchen, living room, and a balcony per. What does that say? Schematic? Could be. WSU computer swabs of mouse and phone. Wilson Short Hall. Okay. WSU police to assist at apartment and office are both on WSU property. Oh, dang. So this is everything that they captured with the 3D scanner, or where they put it, in the room. Oh, and then this is all of the stains. Remember, we saw this before. We've seen this paper before. Negative, 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 negative. Reddish brown stain on the uncased pillow that it tested positive for that. And then the mattress cover, like I said earlier. But they did do there was a lot of reddish brown stains, I guess, there. And we read this. This is just her notes. Why is this all redacted? Okay, further west of the building, the townhome is a large multi-unit mailbox structure, and beyond are buildings. Oh, it just shows like the basketball court. Oh, and then on the back side of the building, each apartment has a balcony. Balcony looking upward from south side has 2 plastic folding chairs and a folding table. Balcony window is slightly open with a white panel inserted in opening. Appears to have a foil-covered circular port. What the hell was that? Just says took, photos. Door has a peephole. I mean, they really put everything down. And then this is everything we just read. Like, one's on the east side, one's on the west side, the bedrooms and stuff like that. Okay, that's weird. We'll go to 1300 here. Took an exit video of the entire apartment. Okay, well, that's 1300 there. So we'll just go down to when they're done talking about Brian's apartment a little bit. So it says this is when they were at the back at the WSU. They didn't find anything. They looked in the filing cabinet, stuff like that. Oh, and then look, this looks like his house, maybe. Yeah, look at that. If you look at it like this, Koberger, your apartment might didn't look too bad. You could have probably stayed in there, if you weren't so crazy and you didn't kill people. I wonder if he thinks that, like, man, my life wasn't too bad, because, I mean, really, the only thing was that he was a loser in high school when it came to girls. He was a loser in college when it came to people and girls. I'm just sorry. I'm gonna say how it is. He did not know how to act around people. And that is not autism. That is not first, like, the little sprinkle of autism that he had. Because coming from somebody that has autism, like, I could be around people. I could, and you know what I mean? Like, there's just, he can't be around people. He makes them feel uncomfortable. I really don't know how WSU put up with this shit so long. And I think it's because they didn't want to get in trouble. That's what it was. We don't want to fire him. We don't want to get in trouble, blah, blah, blah. Well, hello. Maybe if you would have. Actually, if you would have, he wouldn't have been out in Washington because he wouldn't have been able to stay because he wouldn't have been able to afford it. And just remember, all these new documents that are coming out this isn't new information, right? I mean, like, Like, there's going to be new information, like stuff that we're going to be like, oh, we didn't know that. But I'm saying, like, it's not like it's like, oh, they have the wrong guy in prison. Like, no, this has all been, I mean, this is the research that they did and the work that they did through the last 2 years or whatever that we just didn't know about. We just had no clue what they were doing. I think it was smart of them to call ISP in the first day. They knew immediately this was way too big for their small force to handle. So they called an ISP who called an FBI. They had them all. They had them all. I think that they knew this was, this was a big deal for murder. I mean, so there was 2 murders that happened that day. They're on 2 college campuses. One was a gun attack on, I want to say like University of Virginia or something like that. And I want to say that they were, I want to say it was 3 black kids. It's sad to say that, but they caught the killer right away. So that's why I was like, oh, well, that was quick. Like, they already caught who did it. So I didn't really go into it, or I would have covered both cases. I would have covered them both. I wouldn't have even cared. I cover all the cases I could cover. But they all of a sudden, Idaho has these 4 kids that are murdered. And it's like, I mean, the whole internet broke. I forget what they said. They said like when these aren't the exact numbers, but they said something like on News Nation one day, there are 5,000 streamers across all platforms, like streaming this content about Brian Koberger. And that has the reach to get to like, this is, I can't remember, but like, 300 billion views or something like that. Like, I don't know. It was crazy. And I'm just like, wow, like that is nuts. Yeah, it was a relief for that department. But I think that they did do an overall good job. I mean, they secured the scene. They got the kids over, to where like they were still there, but they weren't. I mean, they were talking to each other, but I mean, they were going to talk either way. Before the cops got there or after the cops got there, they were going to be talking. But I think that they all gave. The statements that they gave seem genuine that we've seen so far, the body cam footage. In my opinion, anyway, I think they seem genuine. I think that that night, I think they all thought nothing happens in Moscow. I mean, I really think that they thought nothing happens in Moscow. He was very nice. And I thought Detective Payne did well with the DoorDash driver too. I think he was very, very personable, to be honest with you guys. I've heard a lot people make fun of him a lot. I thought he was personable. Like, if I was talking to him, I would feel comfortable, I think, talking to him. Like, what I mean? If he was wanting me to talk, I think I would feel comfortable with, giving him some answers. But there's some cops I wouldn't want to talk to at all. Yeah, the age, 22 years old was the first officer to walk in that house was 22. Can you imagine seeing something like that at 22? Mm-mm. No. I was 22 when my dad was killed in a car accident, and I was behind that, saw that. I didn't see it. I didn't see a lot, but I just saw enough. Do you know what I mean? To where, like, even just going through that, I couldn't imagine being 22 and walking into this scene. That officer, I hope he's okay, and I hope he got some help for it, and I hope that he's going to counseling, no matter if he thinks he needs it or not, because he's going to need it. I mean, at some point, that's, oh man. But I did reach out to Olivia tonight before the live because I did feel bad that their family's not getting these documents, because I like remember seeing these documents so fast. Like, I was on it. I was like, before we even went over them, I was like, there's new documents out. I feel like I told her, I said, if, and if she wants me to, she reaches back out to me, I won't ever talk about this. You'll hear me never speak a word of this again. But I said, hey, if you need somebody to like break these documents down and help in that aspect, I could do that, because I feel really, really bad. I have like a hair on my lip. Sorry. It's still connected. But But yeah, so I don't know. I just, my heart is, I have a big heart. And this case, we've been covering this stuff for over 2 years, you know? So yeah, it probably did, Casey. You're probably right. Because they might have been more like nervous to talk. You never know. My dog's out there. She's making Chewbacca noises. I'm coming. She wanted to leave, and when I thought the cat was out there. Right, 6 weeks. I thought that was pretty impressive. They were like, "Yeah, it took us forever to catch up." I'm like, "No, it didn't." Like, we were like, you know, getting like kinda like, "What's going on?" You know? We were kinda wondering, but I don't know. I know. And I don't think it'll be out, but I wanted to put out a documentary, on this case, like a nice documentary. So I think that's what I should do that. I can't believe it. Yeah, 10 days. Well, 11. Wonder what day that falls on this year. Maybe we should do something like fun. Like something nice to remember them, but something fun, you know? Wrong timeline. Who's Muggles? Aries. That's so funny. If you guys don't mind, will you take a second to hit the like for me before you guys leave? I'm gonna go grab my dog because she's out there really Chewbaccaing it up. She sounds like Chewbacca when she can't come in. The other one's in here just she's laying there, but you can't really see her because she's a gray ghost. She's on a gray bed, so she's kind of blend in. Laura, I don't think so. No, they had too much evidence, I think, against him. I mean, she tried to use alternate perpetrator. She tried to use the alibi defense. I mean, she tried. I will give her, she did try. But you know. Well, you're welcome, and thanks for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. But I'll see you guys all tomorrow. I'm gonna go live. I'm not sure what time. I might do. Well, I mean, tomorrow morning I'll be live. Okay. I don't know what time I'll be live tomorrow night. It'll probably be. I'll let you know. Probably be 8:15, 7:15, 8:15. But we are gonna do tomorrow 11:30. Jake Harrow is getting sentenced tomorrow, so I'm here for it. Let us know where baby Emmanuel is, and then get sentenced, right? But we'll be here to watch that tomorrow morning. I have it scheduled for 11:30 because you know how court is. It usually takes a few minutes for them to get in, get seated, do all the things before they even really start on the actual case. So I do have it. So if you leave this live, like after the music's over, just stay here and just get comfy and cozy for a second, like a minute. It'll pop you right over to that stream, and then you can hit notify me, and that way tomorrow morning it'll notify you for the live. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning at 11:30 or mid-morning or whatever, you know what I mean. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out.